Okay, here we are again. Video number 2, 3, 4. I'm doing a bunch today. A lot of energy. Got massive amounts of sleep last night. Very, very much appreciated. Sleep's a good thing. Wild, vivid dreams. I don't know what it was from. Might have been veggie pizza I ate last night. Who knows? But anyway, this album ranking that is a band that was around for a very short period. They never achieved any type of mainstream success in the US, more of a cult following. They were relatively successful in England. Wouldn't say they knocked it out of the park. Album sales were never huge. Are they in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Absolutely not, because they probably won't be for a while, if at all, till maybe some member dies. One of the main members. They were formed in Manchester, 1982. There's been a couple of independent movies loosely based on them, which is an interesting watch. Doesn't cover into their band dynamic, but covers the dynamic of the individual, the singer, and the meeting of the guitar player. So that band would be the Smiths. They put out their first single, I think, in 83, and they were around until 87, when they just had a very, just parted ways. That was it. Done. Put out a final live album. That was it. They were done. Ironically, one of their greatest songs that they ever wrote was actually a B-side and wasn't even an album single. And like I said, that band is the Smiths. So they have 4 official albums. I will give an honorable mention to one album. That is a compilation album of singles. They're like a singles band. And it has some B-sides on it and non-album singles and I think a few leftovers from the studio. Okay, so here we go, the album. Okay, their first album with the man on the cover. And the band's the Smiths. Okay, this is their first album. Didn't have one of their, had their first single, which was not on, which was Hand in Glove. I believe that was their first single they released. Has a very controversial song on here, Suffer the Children, which is about some nefarious acts going on in England with little children at the time. But this is it. Comes in at number 4 for me, their self-titled debut album from 1984, The Smiths. Brilliant. I mean, it's hard to really gauge what you want. Coming in at number 3 would be Strange Ways, Here We Come. Another very interesting cover. All their covers feature people, human body. Their singles, the human form, the beauty of the human being. I suppose, maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, at number 3, Strange Ways, Here We Come. Their last album came out in 1987, which ironically has like my favorite song on here, Stop Me If You Think You've Heard This One Before. Isn't that a great title? Yeah, you could apply that to anything. Stop me if you think you've heard this one before. That could be the mantra for 2021. Stop me if you think you've heard this one before. But right here, a push, a rush and a push and the land is ours. I don't even think there's any guitar on that, so Death of a Disco Dancer, Girlfriend in a Coma, Last Night I Dreamt That Somebody Loved Me. This somber, beautiful song. Comes in at number 3. Number 2 is the album that initially got me into them, which would be 1984, Meat is Murder. See, the singer Morrissey is a staunch vegetarian. Headmasters rule, that joke is barbarism begins at home. That's another one of my second all-time favorite songs by them. Let me see if I can find any pictures. Not a very picture band. See, there they are. There's the Smiths. There you go. Yeah, I really like that song. See, just I'm just waxing on. I didn't really prepare for this, so it is. But the number one album by them, to me, The Queen is Dead. Everything on here, top to bottom, is brilliant. There Is a Light That Never Goes Out, which has kind of come on to be their greatest song, I think, that people most identify with it, other than How Soon Is Now. But the song The Queen is Dead, Cemetery Gates, Big Mouth Strikes Again, The Boy with the Thorn Is Inside, Some Girls Are Bigger Than Others. This is one of them albums you put on, listen straight through. This came out, I believe, in 85. I think, yeah, 85. It's got some brilliant photograph in here. I think it's in here. Yeah, this picture right here. Great band photo in front of the Salford Lads Club. I love that word, lads. Just cool. So that's their number one album for me. The Queen is Dead. Great band. Like I said, honorable mention has to go to. This was a U.S. release compilation. I think they had another one that was released, The World Is Ours, something like that. But this was the U.S. companion piece, Louder Than Bombs. The songs on here, Sheila, Take a Bow, Shoplifters of the World Unite, London, Panic, Ask, Golden Lights, Oscillate Wildly. That's interesting. It's an instrumental, Oscillate Wildly. It's supposed to be like an anagram of Oscar Wilde. Because Morrissey is a guy very well read, never wavered about who he was or what he stood for. Once he had that platform to speak, he spoke, and he spoke loudly. He spoke louder than bombs. So here we go. Let's do the backward rank. My number one album, The Queen is Dead. Number 2, Meat is Murder. Number 3, Strange Ways, Here We Come. And number 4, they're self-titled. But like I said, Morrissey has never wavered from who he is or what he thinks. And that's why he's become an almost reviled individual, because he doesn't toe the line of what you should think or speak. Very similar to a Johnny Rotten. Johnny Rotten never wavered what he thinks, spoke outright against the monarchy. Same as Smith spoke out against their bullshit monarchy. But there you go. And then, of course, honorable mention goes to Louder Than Bombs, the compilation album. Those 5 albums, absolute brilliance. And there you go. Leave your opinions below, including you bots that I know you're out there in my subcount. Bots, leave your opinion below. And stop sending me those little things about Thai girls or Vietnamese girlfriend stuff. Little links. Stop it. Stop.